You're listening to Qwerpline here on QWRP-FM. Qwerpline this week is brought to you by Slater Foster Greater Roster Paternoster. When you need to move an entire field hockey team from floor to floor, the Slater Foster Greater Roster Paternoster, proudly made in Gloucester.
Good morning, Innsbruck. Welcome to Qwerpline. G-Fresh here with A-Train. How's it going, Alex?
Like a cold root beer, I'm feeling sassy.
Really? All right. Fine. I'm sure that our listeners are also feeling chilly out there in this brisk October weather in gorgeous Innsbruck, city of lawns.
You know, we weren't always a city of lawns. It took a grassroots effort to get us where we are.
That's correct, Alex. City of Lawns, of course, a slogan the Innsbruck Tourism Board introduced in 1987 when the town got its second lawn.
It counts.
As we mentioned, it's early October in time for the Innsbruck Harvest Festival, and we are in fact broadcasting live from the Harvest Festival out of the QWRP mobile broadcast van while the studio is being detoxed.
I never thought the scent of cheap diesel and old ham would be so welcoming after the incident in the studio.
So if you find your reception lacking a little bit this week, that's because the mobile antenna is doing the work of the two-story job we have back at the studio. If you want to improve it, try and get yourself closer to the van, I guess. We're a 1986 GMC Vandura.
And if you look through the white paint, you can just see the outline of a wizard painted there.
Some fine airbrush work, Alex. We were sad to lose it.
Speaking of the mobile broadcast van, thanks again to our sponsor this week, Dieter's Beaters, used automobiles.
Dieter's Beaters is less of a used car lot and more of a 3-mile strip on the hard shoulder of Highway 3. Come on down and give one a test drive. Dieter's Beaters, where their motto is, the keys are in the ignition.
Dieter's Beaters is not responsible for anything found in the car.
But in the interest of being responsible, if you're planning on heading down to check out the Harvest Festival yourself, maybe say hi to your favorite morning radio DJs, you'll want to know what the weather is like. So let's bring on Sadie Casperson. Sadie, get in here. It's unlocked.
No, you just got to jiggle the handle. No. Hard. You got it.
Watch your head.
Dad, sweet baby Jesus and Joseph and Mary.
Oh, the whole family's here.
Sorry about your head, Sadie. How's that weather?
Well, it's the beginning of October, and as you guys have probably noticed, it is chilly outside, but still lovely and sunny. So the whole week is going to be perfect fall weather for scarves and boots. On Monday, it's going to be brisk. On Tuesday, it's going to be chilly. Wednesday, crisp. Thursday, nippy.
I don't think we can say that.
Friday, nipple shields.
Excuse me?
Nipple shields.
That's a weather forecast?
Yeah, you need to install the nipple shields.
What? Install where? On the nipples, I guess, now that I say it out loud.
It's to prevent the erectile tissue at the end of your human breast.
From doing what?
Erectiling.
I don't know about you, but late August, if I don't have my nipple shields on, I got a couple of glass cutters in my shirt.
I don't want to know these things. Sadie, what's the weekend forecast look like? Please don't talk about nipples.
Well, Graham, I think you'll be delighted to know that unfortunately on the weekend, this beautiful sunny weather is going to pass, and it will be replaced by a very light chance of tornado.
What?
Very light, though. Probably nothing to worry about.
Why would I be delighted?
Because I didn't mention nipples.
Can you back up a sec there, Sadie, to light chance of tornado? What is light chance?
I mean, not very much, but not nothing. I'm not a fortune teller.
Do you maybe have a percent? Some odds, maybe? Any sort of numerical indication of how much we should be worried?
Well, I do have this week's lotto numbers, if you're interested in hearing those.
Why do you have those?
Oh, because my husband's the guy who pulls the balls out on TV. We draw them in advance for convenience.
I would love to know what the citizens of Innsbruck should do on the basis of this forecast.
Well, first I'd wrap up warm because it will be very nippy out this week.
For the tornado.
Well, I certainly wouldn't be spending a whole lot of time in a 1986 Vandura. This thing is going to rip apart like a can of sardines after Mr. Wigglebutt gets to it. Mr. Wigglebutt's my cat.
That's super encouraging, Sadie. Thanks. Hey, did I see Mr. Wigglesbutt earlier today? Is he here for the pet show at the Harvest Festival?
Why, yes, he is. He's competing in 2 events this week. Freestyle Fluff and the synchronized comb-off.
Any chance you need to go help him prepare for that?
No, Mr. Wigglebutt's an old pro at this.
Could you go anyway? Like, out of the van?
I guess it is real small and stuffy in here. Why does it smell like ham?
Ask Dieter. Bye.
Thank you so much, Sadie. We will check back in with you next hour. Watch your head.
God, donut sensual muskrat on Jesus Christ!
Sadie, are you okay? All right, bye.
Well, you heard the lady. Dress warm and maybe heavily.
Speaking of heavy things, let's go now to our summer intern, Derek, who's down here at the festival with us, and he's talking to a farmer with a very impressive vegetable.
Sorry, guys, I didn't know you were going to throw it at me. I just had a big bite of funnel cake.
Derek, we have a schedule. You're on it.
Oh, my watch broke last week.
Tell me the watch isn't ours.
No, that one's mine. I put in a requisition for a new one, though.
Nope.
The vegetable, Derek. Tell us about the vegetable.
You know, I was really impressed because when I came down here, the farmer told me that normally they grow about this size, but this one's this big.
Oh my God.
He's only about 100 yards away. I could go out there and choke him right now.
Derek, could you try to be a little bit more specific for people listening?
Okay, when I hold it, I have to use both of my hands. It's mostly very smooth, but rough in a couple places. The farmer doesn't want me squeezing it, so I can't talk about it anymore.
Can you put the farmer on the phone?
I'll have to put this down first.
Fine.
Okay, no, you have to take this back. Because, I know you come over. If you just lean in, you can talk into my Bluetooth headset.
Hello there, this is Grant and Bumper from Bumper Crops. Once again with our prize-winning merchandise.
Hi, Granton. This is G-Money with A-Train here on Qwerpline. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell us a little bit about your vegetable? For example, what vegetable?
Can you speak up there, G-Money? It's kind of hard to hear you through this boy's head.
Derek!
Give him the earpiece.
I don't know where he's been, but okay.
Mr. Bumper?
Yes.
Hi. Can you describe your vegetable to us, starting with what kind of vegetable it is?
It's a radish. I have put all my effort into this one vegetable. It is my tradition here at Bumper Crops to grow the largest single vegetable, foregoing all others.
Wow, how big is it?
Big enough.
God damn it.
Empirically, with numbers.
Well, if you want it imperial, I'll have to transfer from the metric. Just give me a second here.
Metric is fine.
43 milliliters.
That's amazing. What?
They're 43 milliliters. That's how much juice I get when I squeeze it out. That's why I couldn't let that young man squeeze it before I found a buyer.
How big is the fucking radish?
Granton, Mr. Bumper, what are the physical dimensions of your prize-winning radish?
Okay. You ever seen a head?
What?
No.
Well, it's smaller than that. It's like a dog head, but a radish. Imagine you ripped a dog's head off and put a radish on there. It looks proportional.
Mr. Bumper, is your stall near the cotton candy machine?
Yes?
Can you hold the radish in the air?
Yes?
Oh, I see it. It's about a foot.
A remarkable product of engineering.
You guys need some radish juice?
No, thank you, Mr. You can put your hands down now. No, thank you, Mr. Bumper.
Well, thank you for that free promotional advertisement and this wonderful Bluetooth earpiece.
I can't believe I have to say this, but could you please give Derek back his earpiece?
Should I go to another stall, or?
Sure, Derek. We'll come back to you in a few minutes with more from the Harvest Festival.
I'm still on a schedule, right?
Yeah, and if you've lost your copy, you can walk to the van and get another one.
I hate to bother you guys when you're doing such important work.
Who taught him sarcasm?
Well, it wasn't me. More from Derek later as Qwerpline comes to you this week live from the Innsbruck Harvest Festival. But for those of you who are on the roads, time to check in with Richter Hammock Slam up in the QWRP Traffic Quopter. How are things looking up there this week, Richter?
Graham, traffic is once again flowing down the Shaughnessy 2, and I am over it.
You mean physically?
Over it, Graham. After a fantastic week with the QWRP fan boat, it is now back in the garage with no more water upon which to skim.
We know you're disappointed about the fan boat, Richter, but can you tell us how traffic on the Shaughnessy Highway is looking?
Dry as a bone, and the highway is as porous as the life-giving marrow within. Furthermore, my autopilot is completely effed up. Google Maps has no idea what to do anymore, thanks to this rapid change from road to river and back to road. I'm flying literally blind. blind with rage, Graham.
Richter, you're saying that...
Holes, Graham. The famous Burbisher holes are back, and now they're on the Shaughnessy, which, to my mind, is a much better place for them. However, the name may no longer be accurate.
What do you mean they're the same potholes? That doesn't make sense.
I got a real close look, hovering about 3 feet above. Mind you, that didn't do much for the traffic, but boy oh boy do I know those holes intimately.
I am desperately trying to let you go here, Richter, but before I do, you've told me plenty about the road. How is the traffic?
I don't know, Graham. Some asshole is flying a helicopter 3 feet above a highway covered in holes. Back to you.
Did he just hang up on us?
Richter doesn't seem to report the traffic as much as he becomes the traffic these days.
Well, speaking of being part of the story, let's throw it back to Derek,
God knows why.
because we have more time to fill this hour. Again, Qwerpline comes to you this week from the Innsbruck Harvest Festival, and Derek is now over at Craft Corner to talk to some local handymans.
I'm amazed.
By what?
You wouldn't believe the kind of things people will make in their basement.
I bet I wouldn't. Would you like to tell me about those things?
Right. I'm, standing here in front of a woman who looks like she makes spider webs on a hoop.
Oh,
Excuse me, little boy, are you being bothered by Wee-Fees?
Next stall,
Go,
Derek,
go,
Derek,
go, go,
next
go, go,
stall,
go.
next stall.
Okay, I found another booth. This is really cool, actually, guys. These are chainsaw carvings.
Oh, sweet, I love chainsaw carvings. Can you describe some of them to us?
Yeah, no, he gave me one to hold just now. It's real tiny, fits in the palm of my hand.
that sounds awfully delicate for a chainsaw carving.
Yeah, I think so too, but it's real pretty, and it's made out of soapstone.
Wait, what is it a carving of?
I just told you, it's a chainsaw.
Really?
No, they're really great. Like, he's got a bunch of little ones. They're all about 3 inches tall, and one's made of soapstone. He's got some made of bone. There's an ivory one. There's, like, jade. He's got one made of, like, really nice wood, which is ironic, I think, but I failed that class.
The vocational school has a class on irony?
No, ivory. Like from dead elephants?
Derek, how about you just move on down the line? How about you go to the next stall, please?
Okay, the one next to it seems good. The guy left it abandoned, but there's a whole bunch of little perfume bottles here. They look pretty good, but I don't know if I should be...
Roll on through, Derek. Just keep on moving.
Well, okay, down here at the end of the line, it's jam.
I like jam. Tell us about the jam, Derek.
They're all in little jars.
That sounds like jam.
Oh, they're all little fruit flavors, too. This one's strawberry, and there's blackberry, and there's even peach. I love peach.
Good! That sounds like regular jam. What does the person who makes it have to say about it?
I'll give her my earpiece. Hang on. Here, no, put this in your head.
Hello. I want to place order.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You're talking to G-Fresh and A-Train here on Qwerpline. You're live on the air. Why don't you tell us about your wonderful-looking jam?
Hello? Friendly Skyman.
Yes, Sky, sure. Your jam.
Yes. Old country recipe.
Which country?
Old country.
But which old country?
Mine.
Of course. Tell us about your strawberry jam.
Not a real berry. Made with beets. From war when no berries are around.
So the strawberry jam is made with beets.
Yes.
Does it taste like strawberries?
No.
Why do you call it strawberry jam?
Who would buy beet jam? Fools.
I'm afraid to ask, but here in Innsbruck we have beautiful free blackberry patches that you don't have to pay anything for to use. What's in your blackberry jam?
Ash.
And blackberries?
No.
What kind of ash?
Blackberry.
What?
Why buy wood when blackberry's free to burn?
Why?
Old country recipe.
Same old country?
No.
Does the blackberry ash taste at all like blackberry?
No. Tastes like ash.
Why do you call it blackberry jam?
Who buy ash jam? Fools.
Why don't you just make blackberry jam?
Old country recipe. Faint memory of berry. Like from before war.
Which war?
Mine.
What about your peach jam? What's in that?
Centipedes.
What the f***?
Is that by chance an old country recipe?
No.
Whose recipe is it?
Mine.
Why? Just, no, there. Yeah, why?
In old country, centipedes delicacy. Here, very cheap.
They're not even native to Innsbruck.
Yeah, you'd have to have imported them.
Yes, imported.
From where?
Old country.
Why?
Authentic flavor.
What flavor?
Peach.
But if it's made with centipedes, why do you call it peach jam?
Who buys centipede jam?
Fools. Okay.
Well, ma'am, it's been talking to you.
Goodbye, Skyman.
Thanks. Could you give the earpiece back to Derek, please?
Oh, hey guys. I can't stop eating this jam. It's delicious. She gave me the peach stuff, and she said it would make a good centerpiece.
I'm gonna be sick.
I would reconsider your decisions, Derek.
I'm gonna see if anyone else will give me some free stuff. See you guys later.
Okay, Derek, maybe we'll check back in with you later at the Innsbruck Harvest Festival, where we are coming to you live, broadcasting from the QWRP mobile broadcast van.
Who's inside there? You've been parked here far too long. This is a 2-hour limit.
Hello? Who is that?
Officer Steve of the Innsbruck PD.
Not this pinhead again.
Okay, Officer Steve, we'll, move the van.
See that you do. And be sure to move it again before your time expires. I have a lot more free time on my hands now that the potholes have reappeared.
Can you drive standard? Because I can't.
I don't know, how hard could it be? Derek drove us here.
I mean, in first gear.
No, that might just be top speed on this thing. But this seems like a great time to lead into the break. When we come back, Derek will be giving us the live results of Innsbruck Harvest Festival's annual Gerbil Beauty Pageant.
And we'll see if our own Edith Slump was successful in her bid to become this year's Turnip Queen.
Spoiler, it's a hereditary monarchy, so no. Stick around, more Qwerpline after this. Okay, so now, hang on.
No, you gotta get the clutch first.
Okay.
No.
All right, I've disengaged it.
No.
We're
Wait.
rolling. We're rolling.
Oh,
it's rolling.
Brake, e-brake.
Wait, did we disconnect from the generator?
You're listening to Qwerpline here on QWRP-FM. Thanks again to our sponsor, Slater Foster Greater Roster Paternoster. When you need to move an entire field hockey team from floor to floor, Slater Foster Greater Roster Paternoster. Don't settle for an imposter.